we are going to compare Brandon Curry's physique in 2019, where he got the first Mr. Olympia title, and Samson Dauda, who got the first Mr. Olympia title this year 2024. So we are going to compare these two athletes' physique, and we will compare every poses. So make sure you watch the full video, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. So let's talk about front double biceps. So in this pose, I would say overall proportions are good from Samson Dauda's physique, and Brandon Curry is also looking very hard, and you can see the lats of Brandon Curry. They are so hard. You can see the conditioning in biceps, chest, midsection, quads. They are all looking awesome. But when it comes to aesthetics, you may see Samson Dauda, the V-taper, the lats, the quads, the smaller waist, the broad upper body. So overall proportions are good from Samson Dauda. If we talk about the conditioning, upper body's conditioning is better in Brandon Curry's physique, and lower, if we talk about lower, Samson Dauda is beating in lower section, in quad section. So overall, according to proportions, this pose goes to Samson Dauda. If we talk about front lat spread, so both of these athletes are not good at this pose. You can see the midsection is not that impressive from both of them. In Samson Dauda's physique, he's improved from last 2 years, but still midsection is looking flat, not that conditioned. But one thing is good, that quads are very well separated and proportionate, and V-taper is good, shoulders, chest is conditioned, and on the other side, Brandon Curry is looking hard, I would say, but midsection again he is not controlling his gut. So overall proportions are good from Samson Dauda. So this pose also goes to Samson Dauda. Let's talk about any side chest. So in this pose, Brandon Curry is looking so hard. You can see the upper body, the shoulders are very impressive from Brandon Curry, and at the same time Samson Dauda's shoulders are looking smaller than the arms are looking big, and midsection is controlled. Midsection is good from Samson Dauda from last year, and overall you can see the legs are very better from last year, because last 2 years the legs were not impressive in this pose, but this year he is looking so big. So overall he is looking big, Samson Dauda, but if we talk about proper proportions, I would say Brandon Curry is looking better. So this pose I'll give to Brandon Curry according to proportions. Let's talk about any side triceps. So in this pose, Samson Dauda is looking hard. The midsection, you can see legs are looking good, and he's doing very nice this pose. Shoulders, arms are looking very well, and if we talk about Brandon Curry, he's carrying a decent symmetry. You can see the midsection, chest, shoulders very good, but the overall size Samson Dauda is having is very nice, I would say, because legs are so big and impressive, and midsection also he has worked on his midsection, and overall he is carrying very nice symmetry in this pose. So according to size and symmetry, I would give this pose to Samson Dauda. So if we talk about back lat spread, so in Brandon Curry's physique, you can see the middle traps, they are very dense, and the V-taper is very nice, I would say, and the weak part of Brandon Curry's physique is hamstrings. They are looking flat, they are not big. Glutes are good, but hamstrings are not that perfect. And in Samson Dauda's physique, the hamstrings and glutes are so phenomenal. Glutes are not that perfect, but hamstrings are just phenomenal, I would say. The better conditioning, the big size, and the overall symmetry, this pose also goes to Samson Dauda. And back double biceps, so this pose, I would give this pose to Samson Dauda. And you can see the symmetry in Samson Dauda's physique, the V-taper, the depth in muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes, the V-taper, everything is just perfect. And if we talk about Brandon Curry's physique, his upper back is so impressive, I would say. The middle traps are so dense, even denser than Samson Dauda. But if we talk about lower body, hamstrings are flat. V-taper is good from Brandon Curry, but overall symmetry, Samson Dauda is winning. So if we talk about abdomen with thigh, Samson Dauda has improved his midsection from last 2 years. He is looking so impressive from midsection. We can see the depth in abs, obliques, quads are looking good. So this pose goes to Samson Dauda. Again, Brandon Curry is not contracting his abs, and they are not looking that hard, and overall quads are good, but still this pose goes to Samson Dauda. So if we talk about most muscular, the Brandon Curry is looking so impressive in this pose, I would say, because you can see the delts, they are so impressive. Midsection, chest, traps, quads, everything is just perfect. Very hard. He's looking very hard. But then again, Samson dauda, you can see he's also looking so impressive. Shoulders are not that big like Brandon Curry, but quads are good, midsection is good, chest, arms are very conditioned. So overall, uh, still I'll give this pose to Brandon Curry, but most of the poses are Samson dauda winning. So this overall comparison, I would give this comparison to Samson dauda. So Samson dauda win this comparison according all the poses. So most of the poses he won. So this comparison goes to Samson dauda.